Oh goodness.
Wow.
Yeah, that one's messed up. So I had to go live because as usual, it's always some technical difficulties. What are you doing? Okay, hold on. How about just take this phone? But I wanted to. Aiden, here. Hold on. Wait.
Oh
Okay.
no. Boo. Boo.
Okay. Here.
Asher.
No, we're not nursing.
Here. Here.
Hold on. Let me take it. Let me cancel it.
What? What?
End it.
What?
What is wrong with this thing?
Okay. Mom.
Cancel. Stop it. Get down and take this. End. Hold on. I'm trying to end this. Stop. I'm trying to end this. I tried to go live on my phone, but it didn't work out. Close YouTube. Okay, here. Here you go. Stop. Put that down. Here. Okay, here.
Who's ready to
Take
hatch
it.
some cool pets? Click here to make
Wait,
your very
Jesus
own
Christ.
unadapted mind.
Let it go. Turn it down. Here. Take it. Go over there with it. Oh, goodness. All right. The lighting is horrible because I can't get. Let's see. Oh, there go a little bit of light. Here we go. Maybe if I turn this way, get some light. Hey, hi. I'm trying to get at least the lighting together. I tried to go live on my cell phone, but of course I had some technical difficulties as usual. But no, I'm trying to get some light. It's dark and I want you guys to see me. All right, I'm just gonna leave it there. That's good enough. So anywho, it's actually blinding me. Okay, so sorry about last Tuesday. I had scheduled a live and I totally forgot about it. It's so dark. Can you guys see me good? Okay. Or what? It really don't matter if you can see me, as long as you can hear me talk. So I guess the volume is okay because I see the green lights lighting up. So hi. So listen, great. So listen, so let's jump right into it. I am now in Peds. And I am see my mind, I'll be thinking while I'm talking. That's why Okay, let me breathe. Okay, so let's start off with, once again, I apologize for last Tuesday. I scheduled a live, but I totally forgot about it. And so when I thought about it, it was over. I was so busy that day. That's why I don't like to schedule lives, because I'm like, I never know what I'm going to be doing. So I am trying my hardest to get on here at least once a week and give you guys an update. So right now, I am in MN 580 and MN 581, which is Peds. Um, 580 is the theory part, and 581 is the clinical part. I just finished week 4, so today starts week 5. So week 5 for MN 580 is a seminar, a discussion, and a the midterm, which is worth 60 points. It might be 60 questions, but it's usually 50 questions. So I don't know. It's probably still 50 questions actually, because this is the first time I had a discussion, seminar, and a midterm. So usually it's just seminar and seminar and a midterm. So it's midterm, discussion, and a seminar. So maybe that's why the midterm is not worth, usually it's worth, I don't know, I have to look at that and see how many questions, but usually it's only 50 questions. Maybe it's 60 this time. That's why it's worth 60 points. But I wish I could verify it without losing you guys. Anyway, I'm not going to chance it because I already have too many glitches or whatever. So anyway, so that's that in 580. Discussion is you have to answer the questions that the professor has for everyone. Everyone gets the same discussion to reply to. And then after your initial post, you have to have 3 references. Then you have to reply to 2 other students, and you have to have 1 reference for each student's reply. So that's that. And then the discussion, as long as you answer all the questions that that your professor asks of you, then it's no like minimum length requirement or whatnot, just as long as you hit all the points. Let's see, that's seminar. And so I mean that's discussion. And then seminar, you got some professors that want you to just reply and just engage into the conversation during seminar or whatnot. Some don't require you to do anything, just log in. And some require you to go above and beyond, like put on your camera, your webcam, and join the seminar and all types of stuff. So anyway, I engage in the discussion during seminar. And so my professor, as you guys know, for Peds is Dr. Shale, and Renee Shale, and she is awesome. And when I say awesome, I mean all the way around awesome. So you'll hear me say some teachers are good and some teachers are horrible and some teachers are awesome, without having to break it down. Awesome mean that's who you want to registered with. And remember, a lot of students do not know that Purdue assigns an instructor or professor to you, but you do not have to accept that professor. So you can call the advising department and you can request another instructor. And like I told you guys, I found out early after I got an instructor that I didn't inquire about, and that was just horrible. I don't even understand why she was a professor. So, anywho, so that's 580. So in 581, a clinical portion, the midterm consists of a phone conversation with your preceptor. Just to ask, she asked the preceptor a few questions as far as how are you doing? Are you uh, are you acting where the preceptor would expect a student nurse practitioner to act as far as professionalism and knowledge and engaging with the patients and whatnot. So that's the midterm. And then I believe, oh, and we just have a seminar. So for MEN 581, the clinical portion is just a seminar. And the midterm, like I said, consists of talking to the preceptor about how you're doing. And also, you have to have some professors, they like, okay, your encounters are patient encounters. So you have to clock your hours, you have to put into course elms is what we use, course elms, COR ESL ELMS, Corzum. So we have to chart on our patients, which is encounters, and we have to log our clinical hours. And then your preceptor, as soon as you like say you log your hours for the day, it immediately goes to your preceptor, and then your preceptor have to approve it. Now you have to remind your preceptors, unless they have an assistant or whatnot. So therefore, you have to, like I said, put in your encounters and also your hours. And then some instructors aren't too picky about your hours and your encounters, long as when the final come, the end of the term, you have all your hours complete. And like I told you guys, it's 160 hours per clinical rotation. So for Peds, you have to get 160 hours. And so, like I told you before, it's for clinical rotations. So, so you have to get 160 hours. And like I said, most professors are cool with you submitting all your hours and all your clinical encounters by the end of the term. So, but some, they want you to have all of what you've done so far in the by the midterm. So that's that. So I'm just making sure I have all my encounters in, all my hours in, or whatever. There's no specific number of encounters or no specific hours that you have to have by midterm. But my professor did say that some people only have like 12 hours, and that's not acceptable. There's no way she could, do anything as far as grade them for a midterm with, no way she can pass them with that few amount of hours. So that's that. So that's everything's due. The midterm is due by next Tuesday, and the discussion is due next Tuesday. So I did everything. So the only thing that I have to do is Friday. She does both, have the same instructor for both classes, MN 580 and 581, which is Renee Shell, Shell. So I have, she has, for both her classes, she has seminar for on Friday. So at 4:30 and then at 5:30. So the only thing I have to do is attend seminar and study for my midterm because I already did my discussion last week or whatever. So I'll just submit that. Um, so I'm going to study for my midterm using the what I always use, and I think I've been telling you guys. I found this book because I did a YouTube review. I looked on YouTube and I was trying to figure out what was the best study uh, material for the nurse practitioner. So I ordered this prior to even becoming a student. So I'll study with this. I also have this book here. So I got this book because last term for women's health, all of the for the midterm and the final, the questions came straight from this book. But it is also a prep book. But someone passed the boards recently, like last week, and she said, study this book. So get this book. You don't have to wait until you get in the program. You can get this and start studying it now. It'll help you. If you study this book before you enroll in the program, like say you can't enroll until next year, February, because of whatever situation your situation is. Get this book and study it. Like if you have during your free time, study this book if you plan on going into the program because this is going to help you through the program. So this is what I'm going to study with, um, and I hope to pass. I think I will take the whole time to study. Usually, I try to get my assignments done early, and so I can have some free time or whatever, some time to myself. But I think I'll take the quiz either Monday. I mean the midterm either uh, Monday or Tuesday, and study as much as I can. So last week, I did not get on. So last week the workload was a little different. So usually, like I tell you guys, we have what? What you looking for? What, Aiden? What you want? What kind of toy? So usually we have a discussion, seminar, a quiz, and a test your knowledge assignment, like 5 questions, and then you get 100% for participation. So they're not grading you on whether you got the 5 questions right or wrong. So usually that's what it is. And for like since I've been in a program, that's what it has been. Well, last week they threw assignment 2s. So we had seminar, quiz, discussion, assignment 1, test your knowledge, and we had a 3 to 5 page paper. And that's for MEN 580. And then for MEN 581, we had an additional assignment, and it was a template in which she give us a scenario, and we talk about. Can you close the refrigerator, please, Aiden? Go close the refrigerator. Go close the refrigerator. Go close it. Go close it. Go close the refrigerator. 8. 1, 2, 3. I'm about to spank you. Go close the refrigerator. Why you gotta threaten kids before they do something? Anyway, so close it. Hold on, I have to get him some water. I just gave you some cranberry juice in your cup. Sorry about that. Y'all know I never claim to have a professional channel, right? Because I do have a son, and he comes first. He's the reason that I don't get on here a lot. What you laughing at? So anyways, so yeah, they threw in extra assignments. So I was like, okay, I'm trying to get I thought I was doing something by working ahead, and I didn't get done with my last assignment until yesterday. And then I took my 2 quizzes. Like I was a little bummed out, and I was like complaining to people about it. But at the end of the day, it wasn't that bad. I just wasn't used to it. It was like a shocker. So anywho, so week 8, I also see that we have another 3 to 5 page paper. So I'm gonna get started on that probably this week and try to get that out the way while I'm studying for my midterm. Actually, I'm going to try to work. Hi, Kahana. So if you have done an Excel track, or you have went to Capella, then you know how to write papers at a decent amount of time, So it shouldn't take you that long to write a discussion. So I say that to say that you, like, all the discussions assignments are under a discussion tab. So you can see what you have to write about for the whole term, for the whole 10 weeks. For each discussion is on there. So what I would advise you guys to do, if you have the time, is to go ahead and work on those discussions and save them. Save them to your Word or whatever, and then when it's due, upload it to the assignment Dropbox. Like, you have to like figure out. Sometimes you might have more time than you some days you may have more time to study than you do another day. Some days you might have all day to study. You just utilize that time. So I would just do those discussion boards and get them out the way. So that's what I do. I do as many discussion boards as I can ahead of time. I save them, and then I put them in a Dropbox when they're due. Same with those test your knowledge assignments, which is 5 questions. So you have to answer the questions, and then when you're done, it says you've completed the assignment. Screenshot this page. So you have to screenshot it, and you have to save it in a Word document, and then put it in a Dropbox for assignment number 1. So you could save those also. Those are so simple. Just do those and save them. So at the end of the day, really all you have to do is the quizzes and attend a seminar. Now, unless you get to week 4 and 8, then you have extra assignments. But like I said, I'm working on the one for unit 8 now, while I study for the midterm. So that was week 4. It was a little heavier than usual, but it was doable. I did make a mistake and do a discussion board. That's how I got done with the discussion board for the midterm, week 5 anyway, is because I made a mistake and did it. when I thought I was doing a week 4 discussion, but I did a week 5 one, which was fine. So I did 4 assignments. But anyway, so work smart. Do what works for you. Like I always say, don't. I just give advice, but you don't have to do what I do. Just do what works for you. Um, what else? I told you about week 4. I was on here for week 3. Um, let me see. I showed you the books that I'm studying. I'll show them again. This is the book that I'm studying for the boards and also for the midterm and the final. And then this is just an additional book that I use. So that's it, guys. Do you guys have any questions? Or no? Because I think I'm done. I already told you guys that I graduate February 22nd. I already did my application and paid to take my boards with AANP. So when I graduate, as soon as they send official transcripts, then they will send me a authorization, a test. So I plan to test. As you guys know me, I don't wait to test. I study through school and I study until my test date. So I always pick the earliest test date. I don't care where it's at. I don't care if it's in Ohio. I don't care where it's at. I always choose the earliest date to test, and then I go test. So I graduate February 22nd, and you guys know we have a week break after each term. So my term will end, I'll graduate, and a week later, I'll start psych, nurse practitioner. I may be crazy, but hey, did you hear anything about Excelsior losing accreditation? I'm really disappointed. Yeah, I heard about Excelsior losing accreditation. I know Michigan the residents are no longer recognized if they go to that school. I don't even think they accepted Michigan students. I don't know where you're from, um, Lady Amaria, Israel. But I do know they lost their accreditation. They don't even have the test out option that I took with Excelsior, where they give you outline of things that you need to know, and then recommended books or whatnot. And so you teach yourself, and when you feel like you're ready, you would go into a testing site and test out of that nursing class. So that's the option I took. And then I just had to do the 3-day weekend. Uh, Prereqs, I had already done all the prereqs, so I only had to do the nursing core classes in which I tested out of. They don't even offer that anymore. It's just a traditional route. So I don't even advise people to go to Excelsior anymore, because if you can't test out, like, I don't understand what's the purpose of wanting to go there. Because if you go online, whether you do the traditional route or not, well, that's the only option they have now. But when they did have the test out option and the traditional route, you still have to do that 3-day clinical for CPNE. It costs too much money, and it's not worth the headache. So, wow, you're already graduating. That's amazing. I feel like I know. Are you from New York? Okay. So are they taking New York students, or are they? So last I heard, and this was right after I graduated, they lost their accreditation because not enough students were passing the boards. and a lot of people were doing the option, opting in. As far as the route that I took, they were trying to teach themselves and whatnot, and they weren't that successful. So the pass rate was low. So that's the reason they lost their accreditation. So last I heard, they were just on like some type of probation or something, and they were working on getting their accreditation back. So I really don't know because I haven't looked into it in since last year. So are they not, Lady Israel, are they not taking New York students and they're based out of New York, or they still don't have their accreditation, so they are not running the program at all? How much longer will your postgraduate certificate in psych take? That's what I was going to say. It only take one more year. So just like this program flew by or whatnot, even though I got 15 more weeks. So even though, and then I get the breaks for Christmas and, I think a winter break. So it don't seem that, it won't seem that long. But anyway, so if this was a 1 year program, I'll be already done. But this was a 16-month program for the FNP. And I might as well say this. It was 15 months. I did the Excel track and I got done with the Excel portion of it in one billing term. I took the whole 10 weeks. Each term is 10 weeks. So I got done in 10 weeks, and then I started the traditional route. And so because I got done in one term, that's why the program for me was 16 months. It may be longer for the next person because the next person may not get done with with the Excel part until maybe 2 or 3 terms. So therefore, the program would be prolonged. Um, Dang, it was something else I wanted to mention uh, about the oh, they have a traditional route. Um, I always suggest the easy route to everybody. Like I'm always in a rush to get done, and you guys know why. I feel like I'm 40 years old. I don't have that too much time to save for retirement. My job that I've been working with, they didn't have 401k, so even though I guess I could have, I found that I could have went through um, um, I forgot what it's called. I could have saved through someone else, but I just found that out. But anyway, what's done is done. So anyway, everybody know I'm in a rush. So I would advise people to do the traditional route because I think it's only like 4 months longer or whatnot. So when I do the psych, it's only going to take a year. So it'll be over in no time. No time. I'm starting Psych MP doing Excel track at Purdue because of you. I'm at Capella now. I just started on the 11th. It's all because of your information. That's what's up, kind of get it done. So, what's your goal? Like with Purdue, are you doing the fast track with Capella, or are you doing a traditional route with Capella? Because however, if you're doing an Excel with Capella, it's like 35 assignments and like, or 32 assignments. So you take those, however many weeks. I'm doing flex path. Yeah. So from my videos that you set your goal as far as when you want to graduate. So that means, say, I want to be done in 10 weeks. So if you want to do 10 weeks, be done in 10 weeks, then you divide 32 assignments by 10 weeks. And so you have to do, what is that, 3 assignments? 3.5, start on the other one a week. So I was doing like 5 assignments a week. I was trying to, so I don't know what I was doing. I just got done in 8 weeks, but I was doing the extreme. But you got 12 weeks, and 12 weeks is more than enough time to get done with Capella FlexPath. So you don't have to get done in 8 weeks. It's all about one billing cycle at the end of the day. So the reason I wanted to get done in 8 weeks is because I wanted to start Purdue. So I had a deadline. So I was like, I have to get done with this within 8 weeks in order to start Purdue on time. And so then I started Purdue. So now I have to get done February the 22nd. I can't fail anything because a week later I want to start the psych program. And it's like, I think it's like 10,000 more. And it's just the core classes, of course. Um, you take one class, I don't know exactly what it is, but one class before you start clinicals. So you take one class and then you start clinicals immediately, because the family nurse practitioner and the program is the same in the beginning. And then you, like, if me and you, Kahana, was in the if I was in family nurse practitioner program and you was in a psych program with Purdue, then you would we would take the same classes in the beginning, and then you would veer off to psych classes, and I would veer off to family nurse practitioner classes. So when I start the time, so when I start the psych, I would only have to take psych core classes. So I just closed out 420 and I'm on 430 now. That's what's up. So you already did 4,000. And then 410. Good job. That's what's up. I'm so proud of you. I don't even be knowing people. I just be so excited for people. I love to see people just elevating. Like, that's what I call it. You elevating, just like really trying to better yourself, trying to better your family. I love it. And to be honest, I love when people follow my advice, because my whole thing is, like, if I do all the research for you, like when you type in something, you found me because you were interested in whatever program I was doing or whatever. So if I tell you something, just listen, because I already did all the research for you. Like, I don't understand some of my, well, I thought was friends or whatever, maybe associates, friends, whatnot. I don't understand why they go to these programs and stuff and they spend all this money, or they take these long routes, or it's just crazy. Like, instead of talking to me and, figured, like, collaborating, basically, like, if you're doing something smarter, or whatever the case, that makes sense, I'm gonna follow suit. Like, you already did the research for me. Like I was gonna go to a 4-year university for the nursing program. And I didn't get my phone. And then a girl told me at work, she was like, I'm going to Toledo. You could be an LPN with 1 year, no prereqs or anything. Even though I had already took prereqs, all the prereqs I needed. And she's like, you can get done in a year or whatever. That makes sense. You did the research or whatever. Like, I was down there the next day submit my paperwork. That's how serious I was. And it made sense. So if somebody already do the research for you, and it's the same path you're trying to go, why not listen to them? It just don't make sense. Like, that's why I spend my time and energy doing this. So you don't have to stress yourself about doing it, doing the research. Like, I do it for you. Just follow my path. Just follow me. We all will be nurse practitioners. Now, y'all know I'm not going for DNP anymore because I chose psych. And I'm really tired of school at this point. So I'll have my master's, then the first certificate after. Like, I'm done. I hope I'm done. I don't think I'll do the DMP, even though I can get the DMP real fast at Capella. But I don't know. I'm ready to tap out. Um, Thanks. I'm so proud of you. I remember watching you last year and couldn't wait to be at this point. I truly appreciate you so much and your guidance. I'm 41 and I'm not playing games either. Well, I just added either because I'm not either. That's what's up. That's what's up. You are so welcome. And I really appreciate you just watching my YouTube videos and just like you following in my advice. So I know that my time is not being wasted. Um, is anybody on here from the that's been with me since Excelsior? Because that was a long time ago. That's before Aiden. Like, Excelsior was the hardest. Like, y'all, I put in work for Excelsior. Is anybody on here that been right with me since then? Oh, I want to mention. So I was thinking, like, what am I going to do after I graduate? So of course I'm going to continue these videos for okay, girlfriend. Impress. I can't leave. I'm sorry. I cannot I start compelling in December. Oh, that's what's up. Look at my people. We all gonna be celebrating together. Look, I'm gonna do a YouTube live, and I am going to. Speaking of YouTube live, so you guys know all about me buying a house or whatever. I have to do a YouTube video. I will probably do it the weekend when I clean up the house. I have to do a Kimberly, I remember you too, honey. Yeah, that was my day ones. I like to see my day ones from Excelsior. I don't even know if I started Excelsior yet. I had just did the research and I hadn't started. I don't know. Oh, you finished Schoolcraft. How was Schoolcraft? I was gonna go to Schoolcraft, and I wished I would have went to Schoolcraft instead of Excelsior because I would have been done sooner. But so let me backspace delete. I'm going, when I clean up my house, I'm going to do a housewarming live. So I am going to do a live video and show you guys my home. It's only fair. Y'all my people. You right before you took the CPN. The first one, the one right before I took the first CPNE and failed it, or when I was going to take the second one. So I'm going to do that with you guys. So I'm going to try to schedule that and try to remember and set a reminder or whatever. But I'm going to do a housewarming video so y'all can see my little house that I bought last year. Remember, I was going to take a break. I said I was going to take a break and I was going to start back school after December. So I was supposed to start this year, but I could take a break. Y'all know me. I cannot sit down because if I take a break, then I'm scared I won't want to start back school. So I just want to get it out the way and be done. So I told y'all, like, in Michigan, the starting rate at right out of school for a nurse practitioner is $50 an hour. That's a good pay, average. Well, the psych is $100 an hour. And then with psych also, you can work remotely. Like I just got an email. I get a lot of emails for nurse practitioner jobs, psych jobs, and New York, they were hiring a remote nurse, psych nurse practitioner, and they were paying them 130,000 a year to 160,000 a year. They had a sign-on bonus and everything, and they like you could live anywhere in the state, long as you license in New York, you could work. I was like, whoa. So, but that's not the reason that's not the main reason. That is one of the reasons, but that's not the main reason I'm doing psych. I always wanted to do psych, but I thought that I had to sit across the table with the person and like really get their whole history as far as, why do they have the psych problems. And I thought like I would have to work at a facility and deal with these psychiatric patients every day. So when I found out that as a nurse practitioner psych, all I had to do was manage their medication in order for them to live as normal as possible life in a outside world. That's all I have to do. So of course I have to listen to some things or whatever symptoms or behavior of things that's going on or whatnot, but I don't have to. I'm not a counselor or the therapist or whatever. I refer them to a therapist or whatnot. So that's why I want to be able to take care of the patient physically and mentally. And I was really motivated by Dr. Sachs. Dr. Sachs was my preceptor last term, and he is a family doctor and a family psych doctor. And he is, oh my God, Dr. Sachs in Novi, Michigan. He don't turn away no students. If you have the opportunity to go to him, go to him. So he motivated me to go in. That's when I was like, I'm doing it or whatever. So and then the patients, they all say they love the fact that they can go to their family doctor and get their psych issues taken care of also. So to hear patients say that, like, that's a no-brainer. Like, why wouldn't I do that? So that's that. So I was thinking, like, what am I going to do after I get done with school? I decided I'm going to start a podcast. So I'm going to be doing the research or whatever. So, and figure out what I have to do. And I have to build a room. I'm having an addition built anyway on my home. So I just have to build make sure that I build a room to be able to do the podcast. So when I'm done, y'all still gonna be seeing me. So and then I would love to like have like one of you guys like be a travel, like when you're in Michigan or something, just come and be a guest or whatnot. And and talk about how great I am and how motivating I will. I'll just play it. We'll figure out what we'll talk about. But that would be awesome. Like that would be awesome. So I'm just thinking about things that ways I still can motivate people. And that's that, guys. Like, any more questions or statements? I remember Impress. I'm already here, friend. You are already here. So maybe soon and very soon, maybe we can link up and have lunch or something. I love to eat. I love to eat. I love, love, love to eat. So, Aiden, say hi to the computer. Say hi.
Hi. Hi.
He's showing y'all what he watching. I braided his hair. he wasn't for it. He ain't for it, but his dad like do something to his hair, braid it, or I'm cutting it. So I don't want him to cut my baby hair. So I definitely braided it. This is my little pool. This is my baby. I love him. Thank you. He been rad with me since the Excelsior videos too, ain't he? My little poo. He's sleepy. What time is it? Thank you. So if that's it, I'm so happy I was able to get on here. I want to get on here. Trust me. I don't know. So I will be on here next week for sure. There's no reason for me not to be on here. I think I'm gonna schedule the live for I don't know if I'm going out of town this week. So I gotta figure that out first. I might be going to Chicago. I don't know. I'm not sure. So I will just put on your notifications so you can be notified when I schedule live or go live. But I'm going to do the housewarming next week. Whenever I do the next live, I'm going to do the housewarming. And I'm also going to give an update on how I did with the midterm and studying. What I really want to do is start a study group. You'll be in my area. Oh, you live in Chicago?
Uh-oh.
What part of Chicago you live in? I mean, Illinois. What do you do? Quit. You about to text somebody some printer information. So next time I go live, I'm going to, this is what I want to do. Illinois is also nice to meet you. Congratulations. Oh, you too, Kimberly. Okay. So, Bolingbrook. I think I know somebody that moved from here to that area or whatnot.
Hello.
I love Chicago. I just love to eat. And I really like eating at the Grand Lux. I love Grand Lux. Like I try not to go there for breakfast and dinner, but it's hard. What's some other restaurants, Kahana and Kimberly, that I can go to that's that's good as Grand Lux? We went to, I think it's Cracked Egg or something there for breakfast one time, but I don't like when I go to Chicago. I just want to go to Grand Lux. Like I can do Grand Lux breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Like, do y'all have some recommendations for some other restaurants? I love soul food. I love seafood. I love breakfast food. When I go to Grand Lux, I just get the chicken and waffles. I think it's the best chicken and waffles I ever had in my life. But that's like the only place that I like want to go to in Chicago. Like I look forward to it. So, okay. So next week, like I said, I'm going to do the housewarming. I'm going to give y'all a tour. And I'm going to just do the update on how I did on the midterm and studying. Oh, that's what I was saying. I want to start. So this is probably what I'll do for going forward. I think I would, the first half of the live seminar, I would do questions and answers and update. And then the second half, I would like spend a half hour doing a study group with this book. So I would like the first one, I guess I would like talk about whatever subject I decide to talk about. And then I would give a certain chapter that we would study for that week. And then the following week, and as you're studying, you would write down like 5 questions or something, 3 to 5 questions. 1 to 5 questions. And then the first week I would get on here, which probably would be next week. I would get on here and I would say, okay, let's study chapter 4. And then while you're studying, I want you to go through it, the chapter, and write 1 to 4 questions. And then during our live/study group, anybody that's interested, and during our live/study group, we would talk about the chapter that we read the previous week, and then ask each other the questions that we come up with. Like I come up with 5 questions, someone else come up with 5 questions, or 1 to 5 questions, and they would just ask the question, and then we would give who's ever in there in the study group with like I wish it was microphones or whatnot so people could turn their microphone on, but we would just type in what we think the answer is, and just and if somebody like don't have the correct answer, we would just actually talk about it. So it would be like a live study group with I might do a separate one, because I do want to title it Family Nurse Practitioners Certification Intense Review Study Group. So maybe I'll do 2 of them. But that's that. So I'm always thinking of stuff to try to make it more interesting and fun to study. Remember, the goal is to study your butt off while you're in school, not when you get out of school, not graduate and then take a boot camp or whatever and try to study to pass the boards. That's what school is for. School is to prepare you for the board. So you got to have confidence that if you wasn't cheating the whole way through, even if you was cheating, if you was still studying, studying your review book or whatever, or if you got a quiz bank, if you was like going through the quiz bank, answering the questions, reading the rationale, because you don't know what's going to be on it's like the quiz bank might have 20 or more questions on there. Well, your quiz is only 5 questions. So say you get the quiz bank, you don't know what 5 questions are going to be on the exam. So on a quiz. So if you like studying and reading the rationale, so answering the questions without reading the answers, and then go and check yourself with the answers. So you're grading your paper, and then the ones you got wrong, you go and you read the rationales. So people use the test banks wrong. They just skim through there and try to memorize the answers. And then they go to boards and they wonder why they failed. Okay. You was using a test bank or whatever source you had. I wish I had some test banks. I just play it. But you was using whatever source you had, but you weren't Batter and berries. I gotta check that out. But you were just memorizing the answers. You weren't studying the rationales. Like, for example, in LPN school, I had the test bank. So what I would do is I would go through as if I was taking a test and answer all those questions. And then I would go back and see which ones I got wrong. And I would study them and I would look them up and I would read the rationales. That's why I passed the LPN NCLEX only having to answer the minimum amount because I actually studied. And of course, I used the NCLEX book and studied throughout the school program anyway. But it's some people that get this stuff and they cheat And then either they go to boards and fail and cry about it and act all stressed out as if they studied or whatever. You gotta do. Okay, I gotta go because Aiden has to do. And I will talk to you guys next week, and I'm going to batter and berries. I'm going to you already do. Hold on. Where the pull up? Oh. Batter and berries. Batter and berries. Okay. I will talk to y'all next week, either probably Tuesday. Batter and berries in Chicago. You're welcome. You guys are so welcome. Thank you so much for watching my videos. Thanks for watching the lives. There's more people than I have when I don't schedule the live. So I will continue to schedule, and I have to be consistent with it, because when I start my podcast, I have to be consistent and start on time. But anyway, thank you so much, and you guys have a blessed night. Love you all. Bye. Okay, let's go, Juju. Come on. Juju.